Hey guys, good evening. It's good to see you all here. Now, I'll wait for some time so that others join in as well. So, I'm filling in for Arjun. Arjun has got some work that he's not able to cancel, so I had to fill in for Arjun. So, anyway, it's a wonderful, happy time to fill in considering how well the market has been this week. Though there's some correction in the market, I don't think there's a lot to worry here. Uh, so this week on Friday, we're going to be talking about how about the 100K mark, guys? When are we going to reach it? What factors are going to make sure that we might reach that 100K very, very soon? Now, we're going to discuss all that. While we discuss that, let us also talk about a lot of factors, what's happening in the market, what industries and what tokens are also doing well, right? So let's also talk about that. Shailesh M. Hello, Shailesh. Good to see you here. Hi, sir. Maybe BTC can reach 150K in 2025 mid. And what's your opinion on Casper coin, sir? Okay, we have people who are much more bullish here. While I started talking about Bitcoin reaching 100K, there are people who are talking about much more than that. Can 150K reach soon? So that talks about the bullish sentiments, guys. The market is heavily bullish, and it's good to see all that. So let's wait for a few minutes. Shailesh, Caspar has done pretty well, right? Obviously, last I think you would have had uh, a great time in the last 24 hours. There's a good uptake in the prices, but we'll have to wait and watch. Most of the tokens have done well. Tokens which have done well in the previous days, they have gotten into some correction, but it's okay. Definitely, we need people who will be booking profits, but ideally, all those forces which are pushing down the prices, I think it's being continuously being beaten, right? We are pushing it up back again. So it's good to see all that. Now let's wait and watch. Is the story going to expand much more than this? Is it going to have much more fuel? Right? That's very important to know. Our uh, people who have been in the market for the past couple of years at least have had a bit of a tough time wherein they had to see prices go up and down, see a lot of corrections in the market, and investing in such a scenario would have been really, really tough for a lot of people. But guys, we are in a different market right now. The market is much more different. The market is rewarding. It is extremely rewarding. We definitely know the major factor why it is rewarding. It's no secret. It's the Trump sauce, the secret sauce, which is playing out really well. But is it just that? Uh, yes, we do understand that it is a big, big catalyst for the prices to move. But what was the major reason behind the corrections we have noticed lately? But I mean, I would not worry too much. It is not a major correction that we'll have to be worried. As a matter of fact, it is already up 90,000 now, right? From and I mean the all-time high number was just 93,000. It's just not very far away. So the bulls have pushed back and got the prices up, and the market is in extreme exuberance. The greed index is more than 85%, guys. So there's little to worry, the way I see it. But we do have to understand, the reasons for the markets to have corrected a bit. Why has it gone down? What is the reason? So let's discuss all that. Let's try to see what all factors have come into play. It is not just Trump. There are some factors which are much more beyond Trump. I'm pretty sure that you guys are also following up on the FOMC meetings. What are the predictions there? That's a key factor, guys. It is even going into 2025, one of the biggest factors, apart from what Trump is going to do, is going to be on interest rates. The US markets, the interest rates, if they're going to have a reduction, it's going to have multiple factors to play in. We'll also discuss about that. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you had seen Arthur Hayes' recent video interactions, he was stating that that has a much more bigger effect to play than even Trump winning the elections. That is a very, very interesting note that he had. So we'll discuss all that. Let's try to see what all fuels are there, what all cylinders that can fire to take much more beyond even 100K, like as Shailesh was saying. Why not 150K to target right away from now? But yes, it's very important to cross the first major psychological hurdle, right? Which is the 100K. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are thinking that the next breach should happen at 96,000, which is a tougher breach, is what a lot of people are expecting. But once that happens, I think touching that 100 is not very, very far, guys. And being in this ecosystem, you guys know it's at 93,000, it's just $7,000 more. And it's all the good dramas that are happening in between. So it's good to be in such a scenario. It's a good time where you guys can definitely look into playing your way of investing. Hello, in case all Bitcoin has been mined, what is the price? That's very interesting, Elimalai. So basically, no new Bitcoins if it's going to enter into the ecosystem when there is a supply constraint. It's going to be skyrocketing. I don't know what number to put. Should I keep adding zeros? And where do I stop? I'm not sure. Uh, uh, because in a scenario, imagine when a halving incident happens, suddenly there is a demand. For the demand, the supply goes down, and there is increase in prices. Now imagine a scenario wherein there are no more Bitcoin is going to be mined, and the market is very clear that there's no additional supply that is going to come in, and ideally that is going to happen in 2140, right? I mean, I don't know if I'll be living to see that day. I'll be a superhero to do all that. But when that happens, I'm pretty sure the first thing that is going to happen is people who all have invested at this point in time, your generations are going to say that you guys are OGs, right? Prices, I don't know how many zeros to add behind that. But yes, definitely, your generations are going to remember you guys as the ones who took the right call much early than anyone else. That is for sure. Aaron, hi Aaron, good to see you back. Aaron, when 100K? I want you to answer, Aaron. I'm much more bullish. Just that the recent, I mean, in December there is going to be an FOMC meeting wherein uh, the expectation that interest rates will reduce by 25 bips, maybe it has got a bit down. That has also taken a toll on the prices. That is one pressure that is pushing the prices a bit down. But if not that, trust me, if that gets into an extremely positive sentiment, that if there's definitely going to be a price reduction, I mean the interest rate reduction, then I think much sooner, right? So I think that is one part where you'll have to be tracking closely, watching out what is happening or what is the sentiment around interest rate reduction in US. And then the meeting is going to happen. These sentiments are very important because market reacts in advance based on these sentiments. And obviously, just like what Trump and Elon Musk did with Doge, giving it a good twist to the name. If things like this keeping the market excited, I think it's gonna overshadow even the interest rates and all other factors in the shorter term. So, lot to watch out for. News has become the key now. Any positive news at this point in time is just gonna create some exuberant reaction, and it is gonna have a very very good effect on your prices. Now, guys, the most interesting thing is, we do keep talking about Bitcoin, but incidentally, lot of coins have performed. I'm pretty sure people in this ecosystem who have been there at least for a year or at least 2 years, I don't think you no more worry about the portfolio looking red. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only worry that you guys have is what is the X? What is the number of times of returns that you guys are expecting? I remember a lot of people who were holding Dogecoin. They were thinking that, oh, what's going to happen? It's being too volatile. I think I see them smiling a lot nowadays, and definitely what has happened around XRP, guys. Now that is something that is very interesting. So why this sudden exuberance in XRP? Because again, people have considered the long-term effects of Trump coming into the power, wherein people are considering the fact that there could be favorable candidates in the SEC who will not be going behind companies like either XRP or Uniswap. And that is very critical, because if you notice, the one thing that had made XRP take a big hit was the issue that they, or the case that they have with the US SEC. But if that is going to go away, or if that is going to mellow down, definitely that is what people have considered. So the bullish sentiments are working across in a lot of coins. Solana, obviously, Solana has been continuously performing. It has grown as the fourth largest token now. Definitely, it is great to see even other ecosystem coins in Solana also getting a lot of rub-off effects. So it is good to notice. Obviously, few memes have also had a great run. I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed what has happened with Pepe. Pepe has just gone on a crazy streak, guys, in the past 1 week. I'm also noticing a lot of customers trading on Pepe in our exchange. Definitely, there are a lot of news that is being coming in different tokens. A lot of people are creating a lot of exuberance among different coins. Again, it's not just memes. For example, the AI sentiment is also working out. Maybe like tokens like PAL on Zero XO, Destra. They're all even looking at really good numbers even now, even in the upcoming weeks. So this exuberance, this sentiment is going to spread across, guys. Now, usually, if you guys are there, uh, that is basically things will happen with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then it'll slowly start spreading. Now we notice an interesting scenario where meme coins also started working much early than before. Usually it'll take some time, but it started working much early. I think all the catalyst for such a reaction comes from Donald Trump becoming the US president. Now Aaron has asked why market downside. Is it correction? See, there are a couple of factors, Aaron. One, there is definitely a lot of people who've been in the market for quite some time holding the tokens where their portfolio was not looking positive. They would have, or the portfolio would have not made as much as they wanted to. They would have cashed out. Definitely, we will be seeing a lot of people who will be cashing out at this point. I mean, definitely, you and I are sorry for them to be cashing out. But guess what? Now, even at this price, even when someone is selling off their cryptos, cashing out, the prices have not gone down badly. It is pretty good, As a matter of fact, after it touched, 85, and then it pushed up, and now it's at 90K again, guys. So What it means is the bullish sentiments are much, much, much higher. A lot of new adoption is happening into the ecosystem. That is very, very important. In my previous calls also, I've been talking. As and when time passes, there'll be a lot of news that will get created. A lot of new adoptions will start happening, and those new adoptions will make sure that even when people cash out, the prices will keep moving up. That is very important, guys. The other major factor, as I would see, on December, there is this FOMC meeting where it was earlier expected that there will be another 25 basis point interest rate reduction. But the recent comments have been from the chair, the FOMC chair, that the markets are not showing, or the economy is not showing an extremely positive uptake for them to consider this again, right? So the market is reacting a bit bearish now, since the expectation that the 25 basis point correction interest rates may, or I mean, for it to happen, the chances have gone low. So that is again a major thing. So why is this important, right? So that is very important to understand. So when prices go down, the interest rates go down, people who want to invest in the US markets, they would want to find better assets to go and invest in, right? So they will also start looking into investing in other assets, which could be equity market or crypto market. That's ideally when crypto markets, a lot of funds will flow in. The second thing, now when interest rates go down, the capital becomes cheaper, a lot of borrowing will happen, the economy will boom, and a lot of people will have excess cash in hand. So when there's a lot of excess cash in hand, people will definitely try to invest. And when that happens, usually it gets into either equity markets or into crypto markets. So that is one of the major reasons why interest rate reductions matter. And ideally, the markets have also reacted to it, is the way I see it. Now, quickly, let me take some more questions here. Elumalai, I have a doubt. How much holding you Bitcoin, Giottus? Okay, Elumalai, I'll may not be able to give a number, right? But I'll put it this way: my personal portfolio is in a way that 60 to 70 percentage, because I don't I'll have to rebalance every now and then, but I'm not pretty sure. 60 to 70 percentage is in Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? The rest 30 percentage, obviously, I play around, right? I play around a lot, right? I create industries like DeFi is an industry, A is an industry, meme coin is also an industry. So I segregate and put things in the top coins there, so that if it works out, I get really good return. Even if it doesn't work out, I have majority large cap in my portfolio. I try to usually reduce the volatility in my portfolio. That is my way of doing it. But again, considering the market now, even I'm getting a bit tempted. But I think the best way of investing is to not get tempted and follow your strategies always. So yes, that's the thing. Elmalai and Master Player 3 are good to see here. Again, Master Player 3 are altcoins are not pumping like Bitcoin. What's about it? Master Player C, if you had noticed, I'm actually much more in the opposite view. Frankly, when Bitcoin pumps, it will take its own sweet 2 to 3 weeks, and then altcoins will start performing slowly. But now it is not that what we are noticing. A lot of altcoins have already started showing signs of performance, and few have also started performing, right? Now, in that scenario, if you notice, for example, uh, you might not. I mean, if you're looking into layer ones and everything, whatever has happened with Solana has been a continuous price movement that has happened, and it has. And if you're expecting it to do somewhere around 50%, 60%, you'll have to wait, right? Because a lot of things happens with Bitcoin first. Now, if you notice with XRP, there's a movement with XRP because they have a problem with the SEC, and with Trump coming in, that problem might get resolved. There was a direct correlation people were able to make. So if you find things like that where you can make a direct correlation, I think those are the ones that will perform. Now, incidentally, I was also expecting Similar way, why XRP had performed well, I thought even Uniswap should be doing well, because I thought they also have troubles with SEC. Maybe they also, the market is also thinking that way, but the market did not have the same favorable view for Uniswap. That's a pretty interesting one to notice. Now, let me take in more questions. Ilmalai, what about Dogecoin? Will hit 150 USD above? I don't know, Ilmalai. The reason why Dogecoin suddenly increased, no one would have expected, right? You and I would have not considered the fact that they will come and name a department called Dodge, right? Uh, 150 USDT, but it is too much to ask. No, Ilmalai. I mean, um, the first target, at least people should be talking about uh, when Dogecoin above $1, right? At least if that happens, it is actually 300 percentage increase. Now that should happen. Um, if that happens, it's a big thing, right? So, and yeah, there is a lot of fuel for that to happen. That's the thing. Imagine, no, whenever there is a discussion that's going to happen about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they'll be like, "Hey, Dodge did this, Dodge is doing this." So, lot of news is going to get created. A lot of views are going to get created around the word Dodge. I think Dodge going to crazy setup that no one would have imagined that it would happen. Uh, Okay, Kavi Giottus recommended BKT coin while it's 10, but now it's low. Why? Kavi, we don't recommend any coins. Kavi, as a matter of fact, when people come and ask me where I should invest in, I categorically talk about only portfolio building. I usually don't say invest in this coin or that coin. Uh, BCAT was similar coin, but yeah, I've been noticing BCAT has also been doing quite a few partnerships. They've also done some partnerships recently, but yes, I usually don't search coins, but you definitely have to do your research. Bitcoin is again, it's one of the interesting projects. If you read through it, you might understand why it's interesting. But again, right? It's a financial decision you're making, and definitely you have to look into performance, right? We don't recommend. We list coins because a lot of people ask us to list these coins. That's the best we can do to provide you a service that you want. We have majority of time stayed away from suggesting buy this, buy that. A master list more A meme coins like Goat, Act One. I think we have listed quite a few, guys. Now, I'm not sure if people are an opportunity to listings. Um, as a matter of fact, the ones you had mentioned, we had listed Act One, the A prophecy. So definitely that's something that you want. Looks like it's there, and we also have listed GOAT in INR pairs. So please, A Master, we already have them. I would definitely love to do a lot of A coins, which have good substance behind it at least. So definitely, I will take a lot of recommendations from you if you have more that we have to look into. Okay, now Rajesh Thakur, Cardano. Shall we prefer it buying it now? So Cardano is a very interesting story, guys. I think Cardano is having a lot of rub-off effect. I think Cardano as an ecosystem still have to bring in a lot of work in the ecosystem. Definitely by looking into what has happened with their prices, it has definitely worked well. Yeah, but it'll be a tough one for me to analyze and say why it will keep growing. The ecosystem still has to perform a lot from the perspective of Cardano, right? For it to have continuous growth. Okay, Yelumalai, America something planned with Dogecoin. America has already planned to department with Dodge itself. Yelumalai, I'm pretty sure that there was a crazy thought I mean, the government taking up a meme coin and naming a department with it. I don't know what times we are living in, guys. It's one of the best times to be in the crypto space. I would have never imagined it. No one this I think call would have even imagined that such a thing is going to happen. And every time, whatever has happened with Dodge, especially through Elon Musk, has been a surprise, and it has always worked out positively. And guess what? Elon Musk is going to have a lot of voice in the upcoming years. So all the more reasons why Dogecoin holders should be even more happy. SIP plan future trading in Giottus. Illumalai, SIP we already have Illumalai. Interestingly, we are the guys who have SIP for even 1 hour. You can keep putting in SIP for an hour. Now, there's also a lot of updates that are going to come in SIP in the way forward. But yes, if you want SIP, we already have. Future, we are already through the product. We are in the final stages. I'll definitely get back to you with some good news very, very soon with futures. Hey, Master, thanks for giving technical analysis signal at Telegram and Twitter. It is really helpful. I'm really, really happy that you find it useful. So, people who are not there in our Telegram group, thanks for highlighting this, AA Master. What we do, we also give our analysis there, right? We definitely don't recommend anything there, but we definitely keep checking the market, keep giving you right news, right signals so that you can react on it, so that we take up part of your work and you can check that data, and then you do your further analysis and see if you can buy or sell. So we put in a lot of effort to give out those things in our Telegram channel. So people who are not there in our Telegram channel, please do get into our Telegram channel. It is going to be extremely useful for you if you're someone who's looking into markets, looking into data, trying to be quick in making your trade so that you don't miss out on acting fast on trading. Our Telegram channel is something that I think I'll recommend definitely for you guys to subscribe and be in. Now, okay, Krishnan, we already have listed uh, Goat and Act One. I'm not sure how you people have noticed. I think we should. I'll maybe I'll do this. I don't have a list in hand right now. Every week when I'm here, I'll also give you a list of the new tokens that we have launched, just in case if you guys have missed it. This will be a very good opportunity for you guys to see or know that we've listed these tokens. Rajan, new coins have low liquidity in limit orders. Please fake easy buy is good, but price is a little bit high. That takes it as a feedback. Yes, Rajan, for sure. Rajan, see, now the good thing is the market is back. A lot of traders are coming back, and that will definitely help us build liquidity. Now there is a 1% TDS. With 1% TDS, a lot of market makers are out of the market, right? So that is why the liquidity is ideally low. But having said that, with the bull market back with such a crazy market, I think I'm seeing a much better scenario than before. I'm very bullish that you will definitely be noticing a much better liquidity in the upcoming days for sure. Takeshi Kowa, do you know how customers at the airport treat Bitcoin miners you want to bring home from abroad? Takeshi, customs. I mean, I'm recently I've not checked. Let me be frank enough. Uh, But long back, I've definitely checked. I've definitely seen customs has not been very favorable unless and until you're someone who's dismantling and everything. I don't think it's still favorable. And it's been quite some time. I've started looking into the mining market because unless and until I do it as a hobby, I don't see a very good ROI considering the electricity rates here in India. But I don't know if you are getting some good cheap electricity, which you're thinking that you can utilize it for mining. Maybe you have a very good solar farm setup that it's giving you very cheap electricity, and you want to do it and all that. Yeah, then it might work. But if you're going to take the common electricity, you won't get your ROI. Elimelai, when you launch your own token and launch parrot, make more customer. Thanks for replying my question. Elimelai, um, Yeah, you guys are tempting me a lot to launch a token. Um, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. I think you guys have given us so much of love and support. Every time I get into a call, there is at least one person who asks me when are we going to launch a token. Um, I don't have an. I'm unable to give you an answer now, guys, because we're considering a lot of factors. And I'll get back to you. If, the moment we are getting on the work to roll it out, I'll let my AMA guys who join my AMA as the first guys to know our plans. Takeshi Kovacs, thank you. I was thinking of installing solar on roof just for fun. Yeah, I think it's good to do a hobby, Takeshi. A lot of us have done this before as a hobby. Yeah, I mean, you'll get to know a lot, learn a lot, how to optimize certain things. Yeah, you'll get to know a lot. It's fun to do it that way. Good that you have a solar setup, and then yeah, you have some ideal electricity that power that you can use. It's a good scenario to be in. Instead of giving it back to the grid, you want to run your rig. Yeah, that's a fun thing, man. I hope you get a better return than giving it back to the grid. Guardian Resort, good to see you back. Okay, people who don't know, Guardian Resort is someone who owns a resort, and he had said that he will be one of those guys who will adopt Bitcoin payments for his resorts sometime soon. I think he'll be much more happy seeing all the prices soaring up. Do you have any plans for POS related on Bitcoin for payments? That's a very lucrative one, Guardian Resort. I know where you are coming in from. That's a very lucrative zone. We just should have to wait for a bit more of regulatory clarities to come in. Just that the RBI and government is going to see it as crypto entering into the payment space, uh, which is something that we'll have to wait for some more time for the governments and for the government and the RBI to get comfortable with. So let's wait for some more time. I think we're going to get really good solutions in the future, especially for you, Guardian Resort. Like people scan and pay Bitcoin like phone pay. I am with you, Guardian Resort. I don't think the day is very far. I mean, uh, see, you have someone who's gotten into US who's a pro crypto president, right? A lot of pro members are there in the party who have gotten elected, and that's going to have a huge impact, guys. And definitely, that's going to have an impact on every other country, including India. I'm hoping a lot of things are going to move forward in US in the regulatory front, and that's all going to work out good for India. That is ideally what I'm expecting, and that this year is 2025 is going to be a very very crucial, crazy year, not just for the US, even for us guys, because a lot of developments, positive developments are there. Definitely are going to have some positive effects here in India. So let's hope for it. Let's hope that it works out. Aaron, can we load up some Bitcoin and ALS in this day? Watch a session, Aaron. I'm since I run an exchange. If I say yes, I know people will do it, but what else can I say, Aaron? I mean, uh, there is a lot of reason, guys. Let's just put it this way, right? Now, what are all factors are there for Bitcoin to reach 100K and much much more beyond? Let me talk about that. Now, the first thing, it's a no secret, we have a pro crypto president, and he has spoken about a lot of things, right? First thing, obviously, what is going to give a lot of excitement to people in this ecosystem? Gary Gensler being fired from the SEC. That happens, mostly it will happen because even without crypto, Trump is not someone who favors Gary Gensler. And the second part, if he also brings in someone who's favorable to crypto, that is also very important, guys. That is going to also create a lot of push. That is part one. Second thing, the interest rates. Now, there has been good signal that the interest rates will be on a declining trend in the quarters that are going to follow. Now, this quarter, when maybe in December, it may or may not happen, but in the quarters that are going to follow, there's definitely going to be interest rate reductions. And why is this very important? This is going to pump in a lot of liquidity into the market. A lot of liquidity into the market definitely means assets getting a lot of investments. Excuse me, guys. So, obviously, last time, take example during COVID, and why did the prices go up? The governments have pumped a lot of funds into the ecosystem, which usually enters into either equity markets or the new asset class now, which is the crypto market. So, next year, and lot of expectations are there that there are going to be continuous interest rate reductions, which is going to bring a lot of liquidity into the market and hence price rise. Now, there are a couple of more factors, especially led by Trump. See, Trump has a lot of things, right? The legislatory part, the regulatory part, where he said that he's going to work on. And let's not forget, he said that he's going to favor increasing or having Bitcoin as in the reserves and favoring it more than gold. That is a significant activity, guys. Imagine if he signals in something that he's going to roll out for something that like that to happen, or if he starts doing that now. These are all critical factors that are going to lead to more all-time highs for the crypto ecosystem. Now, you guys might ask, but it all depends on the probability of this happening. Now, what is there in my mind and your mind, everyone's mind, that the probability is currently very, very high for all these things to happen in the upcoming months and in the upcoming year as well. So this, guys, is one of the most bullish years driven by a political interference, driven by an election, which something like that has never ever happened before. And that is why I'm very bullish. And that is why I feel it is a good time to enter into the market and increase your portfolio in the crypto ecosystem. Yeah, that's the question here on Ilmalay R. What about new rules in India for cryptocurrency? Any updates? Ilmalay also has something planning Indian government in the recent days. Any updates? So currently it is status quo Ilmalay. There's nothing new that has happened. But guess what? The budgetary sessions, upcoming budgetary sessions are going to be very, very important. Definitely, there are a lot of discussions that we are trying to do, representations we are trying to do. Now, we will not be able to say it might happen now or this budget or anything, but the government is definitely listening, right? It's a listening government, it's considering a lot of data, they're trying to take a rational decision. So, but when the rational decision could come in, that we might not be able to say. But at this point of time, consider it as a status quo. But guess what? US government making favorable laws and regulations are definitely going to have a lot of effects on the Indian regulation. That is something big that we can hope for, guys. So that is also a bullish sentiment that you guys should look at. So that's quickly from my side, guys. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any feedback, a lot of people who had earlier said they were finding the order book a bit slow. I think we've all resolved that. The order books are up and running. And guess what, guys? Now I really want to highlight certain points of why it is very, very good to be trading in Giottus. First thing first, we are one of the very few guys who have instant INR deposits and withdrawals live. So if you want to deposit any time of the day, you can quickly deposit within fraction of seconds. It's going to go through, and you can buy and sell at any point of the day, unless and until if you're using the normal deposit or the normal deposit methods where it's processed usually between 10 to 11. But if you're finding the market hot, please use the instant deposit and withdrawals. And we are the only, or might be the only guys who also give it away for free. Other people charge you for the service. We don't charge you at all. Crypto withdrawals again are open only at Giottus, guys. We are the guys who made sure that we live by the Web3's principles. So it is open. You can do your trades You can do your DeFi's. Obviously, there's an EDD that you have followed, but once you're clear and you're through it, you can definitely follow the process. And we have been one of those guys who've been really, really fast in launching a lot of tokens. Guys, if you guys have missed it, I please suggest you to go check out our token listing. We have been ahead of the market in launching a lot of tokens here in India. So you're looking at making really good money, really good returns. And if time is very important to you, and a lot of investing in a lot of new tokens is very important for you, then I think then Giottus is the platform that you have to definitely look into. Elumalai are I cannot answer that Elumalai. It's not a matter of one person Elumalai. Actually, it is an industry effort and the government effort. It is not that someone new. We don't have a Gary Gensler situation, right? We have a different situation where anyone who comes, we'll have to explain it to them and make them understand our scenario. Takeshi Kovacs, thank you. I feel it's transparent. Imagine like FTX using customer crypto is bad business. Yeah, see, this ecosystem has gone through a lot of learning, guys. Last bull market and then the bear market which followed was one of the big learning that the industry was having on risk management and following good principles, following ethical principles, right? In Geotest, we've always kept growing ethically as our main priority. I think I think in every industry there are bad actors. So in the crypto industry, but guess what? They're not going to be long-term player, guys. These bad actors are going to be very short-term. They're going to be out of the market soon. Ideally, I would also be happy to celebrate with you guys. It has been 7 years of Geotus. This November 13th, we celebrated our seventh year of Geotus. It has been great serving you all. It has been a wonderful experience we have had. We have just got more energy, more rigor, and more excitement, to get on, build more products, serve better to you, and serve in a very long term focused way. Thank you for all the support, guys. I really think that we would have not made this far without your support. We are one of the only bootstrap guys in this ecosystem, right? And I think we've been able to be bootstrapped and also be successful only because of you guys, right? The love and support you've shown to us, it's just been amazing, guys. So I thank you for all the support you've given us, and I'll just request you to keep giving us the same support and love as you have been giving to us till date. So thank you guys. With that note, I don't see any more questions here. So I'll wrap this session. It was great talking to you guys. I'll be back again on Monday. If I'm not being able to make it, I'll swap Arjun to do it. But let's see what the next week holds for us. It's just amazing week after week number which are skyrocketing. So let's see how's the next week going to be. Till that time, it was great connecting with you all. Take care. Bye bye.